In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to create a Google form. If you go into your Google Drive, you want to click New, and then I'm going to choose More, and then I'm going to choose Google Form. And I'm going to choose Blank Form. Although there are a lot from templates that you can choose from as well. You might want to check those out. Maybe I'll do a separate screencast on that. Okay, so I'm going to go into Blank Form, and now you can use Google Forms for surveys or quizzes that you can give to your students. This is a great way to get a lot of information from your students all at one time and have it all pulled together in one place. You can also use advanced extensions to grade your quizzes within Google Forms as well. That will be in a different screencast. Okay, so in this particular example, I'm going to show you a couple different questions. Not all the different question types, because once you know a couple of them, most people kind of stick to just a few basics. So the first thing you want to do is you want to give your form a title. So I'm just going to do whale quiz. Now when you click down here in untitled form, it's going to pop in the same title, and just then you'll see all changes saved in Drive. So this does save automatically in your Google Drive, and it saved it with this particular title. You can make a mistake and just come down here and type that in, and this can stay as untitled. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure there's a title to your quiz so you can find it easily in Drive. You could put a description here and say, please read directions carefully. Please read all questions carefully. I don't know. You could put a little extra information in there if you want to, or you could leave it blank. So then once you do that, you can come down and you can start on your first question. So the first one I want to do is the student's name. Now in most cases, if in FCPS, the kids won't need to put their names in because it will be tied to their name automatically, depending on how you set up the quiz. But in this case, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to come down here and click where it says Untitled Question and choose the type of question that I want. So you can see here all the different question types: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, file upload, linear, multiple choice grid, checkbox grid, date and time, and so on. So I'm going to choose short answer, and I'm going to say, what is your name? And then let's see, I could pop open my little tiny menu button here and do description, where I can again put in additional information. Please state, let's see if I can state first and last name. And this is where their answer will go, short answer text. And what I'm going to do is check required. And that's going to make it so the kids have to answer that question, or it's not going to allow them to submit the quiz. Now, once you do that, you just keep coming in here and layering in questions. So I'm going to click Add Question, and it's going to pop in another field. And this time, I'm going to do a drop down. Now, most of the times, I don't do drop downs, but in this case, just for pins and giggles, I want to show you how this works. So I can say, what level do you teach? I'm going to pretend that this is a quiz for teachers, and now it's going to give me options. So I can type in here elementary, middle, high school, higher ed. Maybe I could do pre-K or so on. Okay, and maybe I just want to do an other. So once I do that, what this is going to allow the kids or the students to do, or the people who are taking it, is they'll have one field, and when they click it, they'll have all these choices that they can select from. This is a good option if you want to force your students to pick from a selected list. Okay, and again, I'm going to make that required. I'm going to click a new question, and this is going to be number 3 is going to, let's just do a basic multiple choice. Let's get into the quiz questions. Whales are, I'm going to make it, just leave it as multiple choice. I'm going to do fish mammals, amphibians, okay? And in this case, I'm going to make this required, and I'm done with multiple choice. So now let's go into a true false. Now true false, you'll notice there is no option for true false. However, you just use multiple choice. Okay, so true or false. Whales swim by moving their tails up and down in the water. So suggestions, add all. So true or false. So I'm going to do add all and see how it pops it into true and false. And there you go. So now I'm going to make that required. Did I make this one required? Yes, I did. And another one. So on this one, I'm going to do short answer. Now, short answer is more difficult to grade, so we'll talk about that later. The comb-like structure found in some whales' mouths. Found comb-like structure. Sorry, that hangs in the mouths of some whales is called, I guess I should fix my spelling. So here, I'm going to change this to short answer, so the kids have to type in the answer. Make that required. And then, let's see, let's do checkbox. Checkbox allows the students to choose more than one right answer. Use this with caution, because some kids do not do well with this. Please check all the whales from the list below. I don't personally like this one, but this might be better. Like, please check all the professional development sessions that you are interested in. I would probably use that more as a survey question versus checkbox, because this can be hard for some kids. And like the example I gave in class, some teachers like to use this as a way to have kids actually score negative points, which I am not a fan of. So I'm going to put in here, let's see, so there's a blue whale, there's an orca, oh come on, why are you not letting me, orca, or why are you not letting me check, here we go, orca, dolphin. My keyboard is not letting me press letters. It's driving me nuts. Whale shark. And let's do hammerhead. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I do not want an other, so I'm going to cross that out. Make that required. And finally, I'm going to do one more, which is a linear. This is good for Likert scales. So how hard was this quiz? So 1, I could put easy. 5, I could put hard. Make that required. And I might do one more at the end of this quiz and make it be a paragraph. What do you still need clarification? My keyboard. Clarification on. What do you still need clarification on? Okay. Make it required, and then you have your questions. And in the next screencast, I'm going to show you what this looks like when you preview it.